Shalom to elect, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Al Shai, Bishop Kodash, and double honor to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Well, peace and salutation to the elect. Shem Al Mafman is Mappa from the Great Millstone Playing Tables Camp in the city of Philadelphia. Come with this week's lesson. You have it here. Resident of PA manufacturing town exposes the reality of Haitian great job replacement. While Americans were hyper-fixed on 20,000 Haitians and Biden administration dumped into Springfield, Ohio through an expanded temporary protection status program for migrants from the collapsed Caribbean nation, former President Trump collapsed Caribbean nation, pardon me, and then you have a comma. Former President Trump shifted the conversation during a campaign rally to a town here in Pennsylvania, which is, what's that? Charleroi, something like that, Pennsylvania. It says, ahead of the Trump spotlight in the Haitian surge in the tiny blue-collar town. During a rally last week in Arizona, we cited to think tank America 21,000, which revealed that the town's population of Haitian migrants exploded by 2,000% over the past 2 years. And it says here, it isn't just Springfield, it's happening everywhere. Okay, you have in Charleroi, Pennsylvania, a low-income town of just 4,000. The immigrant population have increased by 2,000% over the past 2 years, and it's almost all Haitians. Here's what one of the councilmen told us today, and they got a video. I'm not gonna click the video because it may possibly send me to something that I don't want to pull up right now. Check it out on your own, but I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna complain. Several downtown residents speak with us about the ongoing migrant surge. They said that the nation's media began covering the situation in Springfield. They thought, wait a minute, the same migrant influx orchestrated by Biden administration and Harris was happening across their town. We spoke to one employee at a local shop, and he kept his name anonymous, fear retribution by local officials or the federal government. He provided us with helpful insight about the whole Haitian crisis. The Haitians are the Levites, by the way, joined unto us, Loya in the Hebrew. They are one of the 12 tribes of Israel, okay? He said at least half of the town's population is now Haitian. So if you got 4,000, that means 2,000 of them, right? That's what he's saying. Noting the influx began to become noticeable under Biden's Harris first term, and that there was just a surge of new Haitians. Many of the migrants are beneficiaries of the temporary protected status. As far as what is visible for residents, they explained the primary reason Haitians are dumped into the town was because of the 4th Street Foods, a food manufacturer that produces quality frozen food products for processing food in the foods industrial complex. These foods end up sold at major retail stores throughout the U.S. So, you go to show it. Look, this particular place has this huge manufacturing company, and they're using these Israelites for the work. Okay, they're exploiting the Israelites for the work. All right, in which the Israelites have to go to the oppressor. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 48, and it says, Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. You can go, of course, in the time of slavery. All right. And this was at its peak. Being on the slave ships and being hungry and thirsty. On that passage. But you have it in the one of all things, and we are in the one of all things, the desire of all things, and we have to go to him for all these different various things, because we're in his hands. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Now, the yoke of iron is a mental anguish, because you can't just do what you want to do. Okay. And I'm pretty sure these various Haitians are still looking over their heat at the same time. They're not as comfortable as what Esau would try to make it. So, they're being exploited for the work, the labor. And Esau, the earth has been given unto the hand of the wicked, so he has all of the wealth, and he uses, of course, us as workers in the field, to produce for him. Okay, simple as that. So it goes on. It says, let's remind readers, in March we pennied a note, how they exploit these shadow network of NGOs supply mega corporations with migrants to exploit cheap labor. Yeah, and they doing that at a cheap rate. Okay. Which is possibly how the entire scheme is being operated. The federal government alone can't possibly plan shelter and transportation arrangement for the migrants. The consequence of importing third world migrants to replace blue collar workers in the town crushes native households. Many residents complain that the rent are out of control because the migrants exacerbated the housing shortage. Some have left the town for cheaper housing outside city limits. If they're getting paid cheap, then they raise up the rent. Like, well, what, you expect a bunch of them to live in the house and then pay a bigger rent? Maybe the individual said that Haitians or Levites are being shuttled to and from the food packaging plants via the complex network of vans. There must be dozens and dozens of these vans easily spotted while driving down city streets. Several of the vans had a logo on the sign, as well as an agency, a staffing company. Several times during rides along with the individual, Haitian drivers nearly hit the vehicle. He noted that one local DMV worker posted on the town's Facebook page about license being handed out to migrants like candy. He said migrants are sparking accidents all over town, which has led to a surge of the insurance rates raising, basically. One of the biggest takeaways is that the open sorting brothers and other ways to import migrants from third world countries have not just been done for election purposes that favor Democrats, but as a source of low-cost labor to mega corporation as a great replacement of native-born workers with foreign-born workers plays out. Basically, the federal government and the corporate America are selling out blue-collar workers for cheap migrants. And we would all, most of us, we were, either brought over here or we pre-existing here as aboriginals and such. You go into the history with the Northern Kingdom, the Latinos and Native Americans coming over here from Assyrian captivity, but you have it that Esau got to pay somebody, but Esau rather pay cheap or nothing, close to nothing, than to pay you Americans, your own Americans. So you're basically being brought low. All right. It says residents of this place, Challery, had no say in their beloved town. sold out by local, state, and federal politicians, and possibly network of taxpayer-funded NGOs who facilitated, pardon me, the migrant invasion. Corporate profits are certainly being polarized over the native residents. You got pictures of, I guess, different accidents, driving trucks and stuff for the infrastructure. Side swipes. But yeah, man. That's it. Make more profits. Corporate oil import third world to make to the first world to make more profits. All right, so Esau going down because they losing. Obadiah chapter 1. It says the vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. That's Esau, who is red, who calls himself white but isn't he, and is the wicked. All right, biblically. All right, we have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, an ambassador sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee, being Esau Edom, small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And amongst the heathen, Esau being made low. To the point where the saints are taking over everything too. And it's part of his hand, but his hand is being controlled by the Lord. Okay. For him to okay, we gonna make this turn a bunch of Levites running around working in these factories for cheap. $8 an hour and work long hours, and they'll come in and day out. Because a lot of these different nations, they got a hard work ethic. They can work more, and you can deprive them of different, working for these different temp agencies. Some of these different temp agencies, don't come with benefits as for these other unionized jobs and stuff like that. So, they can win. Okay. So it says, the pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence I will bring thee down, saith the Lord. It's been going down since this man is went on different various Apollo missions and set up different things in his firmament. Space stations, satellites, and things of that sort since the 1970s and such, and we're in this downfall. Okay, I'm gonna go down to this one, verse 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How is his hidden things sought up? Oh, how is that? Oh, via obviously the prophets. Okay, because they're being uncovered, by the Lord giving us the understanding of these scriptures to see who our enemy is and see what his enemy is doing in secret plots. All right. We know the Lord do nothing but reveal his secrets unto his servants and prophets. So that's pretty much it. The Spirit call it a lesson. We're going to continue to see America, Babylon go crazy over being frustrated because now the curses are falling on them. They're being made, as it say, how we would be made the tail instead of the head. That's now happening to Esau, Edom. Okay. That's pretty much it. So shalom to the elect.